Welcome to Overserved. Before we get into today's episode, just a quick reminder for all of you viewers to ensure that you don't miss these episodes of Overserved. You don't miss CR Classics, our new series Hit and One, a vlog following the life of Division I men's tennis player Alex Russian. That you hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. You'll get to see all of the amazing stuff super producer Daniel Westhoff and our Cracked Racquets team comes up with. Of course, one of those amazing series is Overserved. And with that said, let's get today's episode started. So it's been almost 3 months since any of us have seen a live ATP, WTA, or ITF match, and while I know I speak for tennis fans everywhere when I say, boy, do we miss live tennis action, I can also say the sheer volume of humorous player content we have received throughout this quarantine has filled 10 episodes of Overserved, and we are so appreciative of all of that. One other player whose personality always shines through whenever she's willing to show it off is Naomi Osaka, who's already begun to prepare for her post-tennis career in media, hosting her own version of 2020 in quarantine press conferences with some of her fellow players.
Hi, this is Naomi, live from the press room of the 2020 quarantine. Shut up! I haven't watched The Last Dance.
Now, as I'm sure you Cracked fans know, I have done quite a few interviews in my day, and I gotta say, I'm impressed by Naomi Osaka's interviewing chops. I mean, she gets Frances Tiafoe to open up in this Instagram live chat as if they were on 60 Minutes, and she even gets him to admit to the meanest thing he's done on tour, and folks, I have to say, you are going to enjoy this story.
What is the meanest thing you've ever done?
Probably rain delay in Rome. I pants Taylor Fritz, and he was wearing those compression shorts, those shorts that are 2-in-1s with the underwear, so with spandex. That was quite a scene for Verdasco's wife. That was right behind him. So
what the heck is going on in the ATP?
that was not one of my best moments. That went completely different than I thought.
Now, of course, none of us were actually there to see this incident happen, but Taylor Fritz went ahead and confirmed the story on Twitter, tweeting out, quote, "Can confirm this happened. Had lunch tray in my hands, wearing the shorts that have built-in compression, so was all out there for half seconds in Rome player dining." I don't think I have to tell any of you viewers what all out there means, but that sounds like quite the pantsing. Of course, it's not just Frances Tiafoe who's receiving the tough questions. Naomi Osaka asking the question to Gael Monfils that all of us have been wondering: who, Gael, is the best dancer on tour?
You know, to be honest, Nick is not bad. Nick Kyrgios is not bad, you know? He's not bad at all.
I've never seen him dance.
Because he's a bit shy, you know.
He's shy?
Well, shy.
I'm shocked.
But, you know, he can dance. He can dance.
If you were in a dance battle, what is the dance that you would, start with?
The doggy. I love the doggy. Old school, but I love the doggy. I love it, you know, just the rhythm is good, and the vibes, you know, when you lean to the left, lean to the right, you know, it's just, you know.
Of course, we always appreciate Naomi Osaka content here at Cracked Racquets, but we wanted to give her a sincere tip of the hat on becoming the single highest paid female athlete in history during the 2019 season. I mean, $37.4 million pre-tax dollars is not a joke, folks. It's a testament to her personality, her hard work, just how engaging and enjoyable she is for all fans across the globe. So congratulations to you, Naomi Osaka. And as we like to say here at Cracked Racquets, hey, great shot. Now, as fun as it is to see our favorite players interact with one another on Instagram Live, it of course stresses the fact that we're all feeling as tennis fans, there is no professional tennis for us to watch. Now, just because there are no pro events, though, does not mean we can't all enjoy still watching people do cool things on the tennis court. And that's been one of the highlights of this quarantine period, seeing so many people get so creative on the tennis court for the enjoyment of their fellow tennis fans. And in fact, to honor those players who are inspiring all of us to get back on the court, we put together a little compilation of our favorite trick shots from players who have already made their way out there. Some of them are going to be really fun, and I promise, folks, you're going to try them as soon as you get back on the court. So, Westhoff, roll the clip, please.
Und genießen wir noch einmal diese Einlage.
Of course, trying to pull off any trick shot's going to be difficult, but imagine incorporating your dog into the trick as well. The biggest unforced error of the week belongs to the one and only Allie Risk, who participated in the past weekend's UTR Pro Series events and, let's just say, had a little bit of trouble executing at the net.
Coming forward and with an overhead, Lindsay. We've all been there.
Well, we were just talking about the toss and how tough that could be. The same is true for the overhead. Risk thought it was going to be in front of her. And gotta love Allie Risk and her sense of humor. Nice, lighthearted nature on the court.
Boy, do I miss the sight of a whiffed overhead. It brings me back to simpler times when professional tennis results were all we had to think about here at Cracked Racquets. But of course, we still love to have fun, poke funs at expense of our favorite tennis players. So with that being said, Westhoff, let's roll this week's edition of Unforced Errors.
Wipe it down. 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 Won't you wipe it down? Won't you wipe it down?
It's so easy, you can do it. All you gotta do is put it back into it. Swing your arms left and right, like you tryna start up a fight. Now I can't fuck around with them squares, you know I gotta keep my circle tight. Make that money 15 times. Fake ass nigga, they switch sides.
I be the latest nigga turning up. I hear my groove running up. All of my misfits in the club, and we gon' all run them up. I be the latest nigga turning up. I hear my groove running up. All of my misfits in the club, and we gon' all run them up. Wipe it down. 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 Won't you wipe it down? Won't you wipe it down?
Answer it! Hello? Honey, you scared me. What's the name of the company again?
Let's end this episode like we always do, on a high note, because I just want to take some time to commend, laud, appreciate the efforts being made by so many members of the tennis community around the globe to ensure that all of us can get through these trying times and remember that there's more that unites us than separates us. Efforts such as Madison Key's efforts, Kindness Wins the Day, to honor all of those doctors, hospital staff, restaurant workers, all of those on the front lines of this pandemic, doing all they can can to ensure that their communities receive the best sort of help, the sort of help all of us need during these times. I also want to acknowledge the efforts of people like Taylor Fritz, who worked with the No Kid Hungry campaign to raise over $12 million in emergency grants to the amazing schools and community groups helping to feed kids across the country. There are also people like Ryan Thatcher, a former All-American player for the Stanford men's tennis team who gave up his tennis career to pursue a profession that he thought could do the most good for the largest amount of people, and has served as a frontline doctor in his hospital fighting against COVID-19, helping patients through the recovery process. Of course, I have to give a shout out to the ITA Tennis Community Service Award winner, Vassar College women's tennis team, for their amazing work with their community, and so many more who continue to do their part to ensure that all of us feel connected in these trying times. And so, folks, whether you're only comfortable tapping the racket of your opponent, you're ready for that sort of real deal person-on-person hug, or at this point you're so desperate for affection, you're building contraptions so that you can hug your loved one safely, know that we here at Cracked Racquets love all of you members of the tennis community. We are so grateful for your continued support, and of course we give all of you the biggest through-the-camera hug that we can. Before we end today's show, we thought it would be disingenuous to not address what is going on in our country right now following the tragic killing of George Floyd. And like so many around the country, our hearts grieve with the Floyd family. We feel their pain, we feel their loss, and now more than ever, it's the bonds in the tennis community that we value here at Cracked Racquets more than we ever have before. And we found the message posted by Coco Gauff on her Twitter so powerful, so moving. We know it's a message that will resonate with all of you tennis fans. So we thought we'd end today's show by playing that clip for all of you now.